Test. All right, welcome back, everyone. I am, of course, the Dungeon Master, and tonight we are rejoining the Castle in the Clouds. There will be two new characters joining the party, led by Sir Pierre, the Warforged cleric, as always, and with him, the new but not as new as the other two character Ovrov, and now joining him, I'm probably going to butcher this, but Gahato, a kobold monk, and Callan, a tiefling warlock, are now finally passing their tests to be able to go out and adventure and quest and try and collect resources to keep the castle in the clouds alive another week. And so
The
this,
test is you punch me.
yeah,
Can you do it?
the the castle in the clouds, of course, is teleporting from dimension to dimension, and in order to keep it safe and protected, the wizards need a lot of resources. The mages, I should say, because it's not just wizards; it's sorcerers and clerics and all kinds of spellcasters. And so the mage class uses a lot of resources to keep the castle in the clouds fed and safe and afloat and all of that. So you guys have to bring stuff back to help. And that is what you have finally now passed the test to be able to do. And this week, you find yourselves above a planet with many ruins and not a whole lot of living civilizations. The few pockets of life that are found, your higher level superiors have gone to, and you guys are exploring what looks like a mundane ruin when you come across a tunnel that leads to a collapsed part of the city, a necropolis of sorts. And so that is where you guys are entering, is the caves that lead to the abandoned, crumbled necropolis, and you can see coffins in front of you there.
Oh, geez. More
I should say
coffins.
sarcophagi.
Sarcophagus. Or
Well, ain't
sarcophagi.
that morbid?
And they're up on that thing where, like, they're up here. I don't know if you can see when I click it. But they're up there. You know what I'm saying? Up here. That's where we're seeing them?
Yeah, that's the sarcophagus.
Okay.
You could have just pinged it.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Just hold down, like
Oh,
left
okay.
click, and then, yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Um, yeah, so what do you guys think we should check that out? How tall is this? How tall is this cliff thing?
It's like just a step up, like you know how there's houses that have like a little elevated kitchen or whatever. You know, it's not a huge step up.
Awesome. So I guess we all go up on one. And I sit down on one and I put my backpack on the other and I'm like, open the third.
Hey, don't go doing that. We don't know what's in there.
That's so rude. Those are dead people.
I'll
Yeah,
give it
but
a
like
go.
they don't need their stuff. So yeah, I want the middle one to be opened. I put my backpack on the other side.
Okay. So does somebody open it?
I'll give it a go. I have terrible strength with my scrawny arms. I can try to pry it off.
Okay. So as oh wait, you're a tiefling. You have dark vision, and the kobold has dark vision as well.
Nice. I have to use the light on my shield.
The clever little kobold is exploring.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not helping with the dead, disgracing the.
Orvru is following the cobalt.
Okay, so as you guys do that,
Oh,
uh, Gahato, you come around the corner and you see two open sarcophagi, and rising up out of them are two skeletons.
Oh, shit.
I'll look back at the other guys and I'm like, no, don't open that. There's more.
yeah, we stopped trying to open it.
Good.
Now come help kill.
Yeah. Didn't you folks actually went to a dead place with the previous guy, but one before me?
Probably. I've been to a lot of these things. I'm pretty good at them.
Okay, so Olvrov, Gahato, and Callan, just click on your tokens and then click initiative up in the upper left-hand corner. It has a
I
little
know how to
hourglass by
play.
it. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Olvrov.
Also, you still haven't set up my
I
my thing.
I know there was a thing that came up. I'll talk to you about it after the game. Gahato and Callan. Oh, Callan, don't forget to set it as Callan the character, not Callan the player. In the chat, as just drop down and select the other Callan.
Y'all see Gato just
Oh,
like
gotcha. Okay, sorry.
jumping back and forth on one leg and the other, like he's ready to go quarterstaff.
Hell yeah. I
Nice.
stand up.
Nice. So, Gahato, because you rolled a 20, we follow a special house rule that says that when you roll a natural 20, you get one additional standard action. And Callan, because you rolled a natural 1, you are essentially caught flat-footed in this first round and are unable to react in time other than a bonus action. You can take a bonus action, but you can't move or take a standard action. But actually, as I say that out loud, I am changing my mind on that. When you roll a natural 1, you lose your standard action. You still get your move and your bonus. So 20 gets a extra standard action. 1, you lose your standard action. That's balanced. As I was saying it, I'm like, wait, you lose your whole turn? That doesn't seem as balanced. So you don't get a standard action is what we're going to go with from here on out.
Okie dokie.
So now, Gahato, not only did you roll the highest, but you get your extra standard action, so keep that in mind when you take your turn here.
Cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming the squares are what 5 foot apiece.
Nope. Each of the squares is 2.5 feet across. You're a small character, and so if I were to have it set as the squares at 5 feet, it would put you in the upper left-hand corner no matter where you tried to stand, and then any other small character who tried to occupy that same 5-foot square their token would go on top of you, and it just makes gameplay so much harder when you have multiple small tokens trying to occupy the same 5-foot square. So I just set all my squares to 2.5 feet to solve that problem.
Gotcha. So basically, am I looking at just a straight path to the guy? I'm assuming inside the sarcophagus.
Yes. The broken sarcophagus in front of you would be blocking your path, forcing you to have to hurdle it or squeeze past it. But because it's broken, you have a clear shot. If you were a medium-sized character, though, you'd probably still have to squeeze.
Okay, so but am I small?
You are small. I think 5th edition rules that like the small characters still have a 5-foot token, but that's ridiculous to me. Like I've played 3.5 and Pathfinder for so long that like if you're small, you have a small token. You know, you're not 5 feet across, you're 2.5 feet across.
All right. So basically, I'm gonna run up to the first guy, quarterstaff whack him with a standard action. Bonus action, I'm gonna punch him, and depending on if that kills him or not, I'm gonna use that bonus standard action
Gotcha.
to quarter.
Yep.
All right. So I'm assuming on my character sheet, I should be able to just click the weapons
Quarterstaff,
and
and did you remember to set
And
the critical hit damage
put
as the 1d8 as well?
I did that.
Okay.
I did that, yeah. And if you use it with one hand, it's the 1d6. If you use it with two hands, it's the 1d8. I put two different quarterstaffs on there because I didn't know how to make it versatile.
Oh, I see. I see. So if I'm as a monk, since I have the bonus action, being
You can
able to
use a
offhand.
two-handed weapon and still kick, punch, even like use your tail as a kobold. Like we can get real creative with an unarmed strike does not necessarily mean that you have to have a free hand. Like you could easily come in, strike with the quarterstaff, then switch to
And
one
it did
hand
them.
and still strike. You know, so. Oops, that's the one thing that I forgot to make sure you guys did is set the roll 20 thing there. Let me fix that for you.
Oh, I didn't give him the plus or something?
No, it's rolling 2d20. I set it as prompt for
Oh.
advantage, disadvantage. It's fine. It's not like, it was a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Just
So is it good for me to do the now? Do I have to add my unarmed as a different weapon? I don't see that.
yes. Yes. You would have to add
Oh, I
unarmed
forgot
strike
to put that. My
as
bad.
a weapon. And then
And you're a monk, and I totally forgot to put that.
it's 1d4 damage, I believe, right? And you just set
I think
that
so.
in the damage and critical hit damage boxes. And just ignore the timer for your guys' first rounds.
Gotcha.
If it skips you, we're still going to finish your thing. Normally, once everybody gets up to speed, I have a 300-second, 5-minute timer for everybody's turn, just to encourage combat to keep moving along,
All right, so I put it in, but when I click it, it's not rolling it. Do I have to save it or?
No, let me take a look at your sheet and see what's going on.
Oh, it pops up the box.
Yeah. So now you have the prompt for advantage, disadvantage, so you just select each time. All right. So as you attack with your quarterstaff, you come flying in before anybody can react, and you swing your quarterstaff down at the skeleton rising up out of the sarcophagus. However, you kind of like misjudged the angle, and so your quarterstaff just kind of hits the side of the sarcophagus instead of the skeleton. And realizing your mistake, you quickly spin around and kick the skeleton right in the chest, breaking off one of its ribs, but it doesn't appear to have done a whole lot of damage. So now you still have the rest of your movement and your standard action.
So I'll swing at it again.
This time you adjust for the angle of the coffin and your short height, and you smash the skeleton on the side of the skull, breaking its orbital bone below its eye socket clean off. And so now it's got like a huge wide open eye socket, like really spooky looking.
All right, and then so is there? Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a attack of opportunity if I walk away.
Correct.
All right. I mean, he would take that because he's gonna like try to get out of there.
Yeah, they hate all
do I-
life.
Yeah. Do I see basically where this blackness is? I don't see past that. Is that what it is?
Right. That's the extent of your
Yeah.
dark vision.
Gotcha. So I will kind of try to dart around this corner. I'm assuming that's about all I got as far as movement.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh man. As you try to get away, the skeleton lashes out with its short sword, striking you a superficial blow. It deals 4 piercing damage, but you're fine. I mean, you got 10 hit points. That's a lot for a first level character. I assume
Ah.
18 hits your armor class.
Oh yeah. I took the damage.
This skeleton rises up out of its coffin sarcophagus and pulls a arrow from a rotting quiver on its back and fires it at you using his short bow. Oh no! They strike you, dealing enough damage to knock you unconscious as the arrow strikes you in the lungs. It knocks the wind out of you, and you feel yourself fading. Is this where Gahato's story ends? You wonder to yourself as you start to slip in and out of consciousness. Remember, if you move directly through Callan Square, it is going to cost 10 feet of movement, but it's the same difference as if you went
I'll
around
just
him.
go
So,
around. Yeah.
yeah, it like
Okay.
either moving through a square or going around is going to be basically the same. So,
Yeah. So I think I can get there. That's all I want to go.
I think you can only get to this side, but let me check. Okay, so that would be
A third of my movement.
15 feet,
Or 15 feet. Or half my
and then
movement.
that would be 20. Yeah, you can get there.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Let me
I
pick up the
basically figured that
pistol
going
and
up and around would be about the same. So
right.
either he's spending the 10 feet going through Callan or he's spending 10 feet going up and around. So, you know.
Right. So yeah, I want to pick up my little kobold buddy, put him on my shoulder. Well, actually, I'm gonna cast this spell first.
Please
Doing
heal
nothing.
him.
Yeah, doing almost nothing. And then I'll
Yeah.
put him on my shoulder.
So you regain 4 hit points and your consciousness and feel yourself being hoisted into the air by Sir Pierre. Once up there,
You're on my shoulder
you
now.
can just, leap down. You're an agile monk, so you can do whatever you want. You can stay up there, you can leap down easily, whatever.
I mean, I guess it would depend. Like, what the timing between this is pretty short. So I'd assume if he's not moving, then I'll probably would not have just fallen off because I'm gonna jump off his shoulders and go kick the skeleton's ass.
Yeah. Yeah, on your next turn you can do whatever. So, yeah. Sir Pierre, is there anything else you're going to do?
Yes, I'm then gonna cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action. And apparently it doesn't do much, but it'll do more next turn.
Yeah, unfortunately, your spiritual weapon, a large forge hammer that strikes at the skeleton, just seems to kind of ethereally pass through it.
As expected. So yeah, that's it for this turn. Let me see if I can end my turn this time. Yep. So yeah, that'll be my turn.
Oh,
All
sorry.
right.
The skeleton shoots his short bow at Sir Pierre. The arrow strikes his hard adamantium plating and just shatters.
How it usually does.
Yeah. Sir Pierre has a wry smile on his metal mouth as the arrow just bursts on his skin.
My AC is 22 for the new people, just so you guys know.
I thought it was
Jeepers.
I
He's
thought it
a
was
hard
I
boy.
thought it was 20 unless you cast Shield of Faith.
No, it was 21 when I at level 1, and then at a certain level I got an extra AC from something.
Okay.
It's on my sheet here. Let me look at it.
Yeah. It's all good. I think your extra AC came from the Golden Jaguar actually. Oh no, the
Yeah.
cloak. Right?
I don't know for sure, because it says that 16.
Oh, did you not cast a spell or anything, Callan? You just moved down there? Hello?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to press the button. I wouldn't be able to cast anything because I lost since I rolled a natural 1. Is that right? So all I had was movement and
Oh,
reaction.
I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, you're correct. You don't have a bonus action ability at all?
Not that I no.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
wasn't
okay,
sure
so
if
my
warlocks had anything like that.
armor is 16 plus my proficiency bonus, which is 3, making it 19, plus my shield, making it 21. And then I thought that there was something that gave me 22 because it says 22 on my armor right here.
I thought it was 22 when you had your Shield of Faith cast. That's what I remember from last time.
Oh, you know what? I was
Oh,
sorry, I was
it
wrong.
is
I do have a bonus
21. I
action.
know that.
You do? Oh, would you like to take it?
Yeah, can I just cast Hex on the skeleton next to Sir Pierre?
Yeah, absolutely.
It says that I have a magic bonus. I don't think I actually clicked that, so it might be 21, my AC.
Okay.
So yeah, my AC is 21 because it's 16 plus my proficiency bonus plus my shield.
Correct.
I don't remember buying anything that would make it +1, so I don't think I have it. So yeah.
Callan, do you have
Yeah.
Hex set up on your thing to be able to show what it does?
Yeah, I was just actually still feeling.
No worries.
So I'll read it to you right now, though. So essentially, I place a curse on that creature. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage. It's concentration up to an hour. And I get to choose one ability when you cast. This target has disadvantage on ability checks. So on that skeleton, it will be strength.
Okay. And so remember that with your concentration spells, you can't cast any other spell that requires concentration or do anything that would break your concentration.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and that skeleton leaps up and swings his short sword at Sir Pierre, and Sir Pierre's shield just like knocks it to the side.
Get out of here, skeleton.
Okay. Let's see if they like a little bit of chromatic.
That's a good one.
He's like, all right, I'm gonna knock you out. undead. It's going to be thunder damage. He's going to like
Okay.
mind showing a little flavor to the damage skeleton.
Yeah, so as you form electricity and thunder around a ball that you're holding in your hand, you kind of throw it, making it
Like a
fly.
bowling cap.
Yeah, making it fly through the air and kind of bounce off of the sarcophagus right into the skeleton. And as it hits the skeleton in the chest, the thunder explodes with a crackle in the air, and the skeleton bursts into pieces.
I'm like, ow. I have ears, you know.
Yeah, but aren't they like Mr. Potato Head ears where they just are like for show?
Hey, hey.
I imagine it kind of like blows it to Kingdom Come. Like,
Yeah, as I said, the skeleton's bones shatter everywhere as the thunder kind of erupts right in the center of it. There's a loud crackling boom, and then the bones just fly apart in every direction. All right, Gehato.
Alrighty. So, realizing that as a little kobold monk, I should have been attacking with a little bit more dexterity and a little less strength. I've fixed my rolls so they're
Ah, there you go.
Oh,
not as bad.
my bad.
Yeah. No, like once I did it, I'm like, man, I'm like, he should have been hitting harder than that. And I realized so he's going to. All right, so both of these are wielding bows, but I'm assuming they both have short swords on their side.
Correct.
So what I want to do is I want to run up to the one, and I want to take the short sword out of its sheath.
Okay. So you can run up to him, and because he is currently holding his bow, his short sword is not being wielded. It is, however, on his possession. So it's going to be a roll versus his armor class in order to try and grab it using stealth. So it's basically stealth versus armor class is how I'm going to rule this.
All right. Good luck on this one. Where's this?
What do you guys think? Is that a fair ruling for how to do like pickpocketing somebody or like stealing something off of their person when they're actively like trying to defend it?
Well, yeah, it's super fair because sleight of hand is usually its own skill. Like you have to have sleight of hand in order to take stuff from people usually.
Yeah, but I usually rule that sleight of hand is more of an out of combat thing because like it's less of a sleight of hand trick and more of just like reaching in and grabbing it when you're in combat like this, you know. And the
Yeah,
only
at that point,
the only reason that I rule that you use the stealth is because you're trying to hide what it is that you're doing until the last possible second. You know, like you're charging in like you're going to attack and then you quick dart in and grab for the sword. So that's why I ruled that it was stealth. But obviously, 7 doesn't overcome his armor class. So as you reach in for the skeleton sword, he kind of swings his bow into the way of your hand and knocks it out of the way. Kind of a a little bit of a ninja skeleton.
I'm gonna rip him in half.
So, would you like to do anything else on your turn, Gahato?
Nah.
Okay. That skeleton drops his bow and draws his short sword as a free action, but now his bow is dropped, and he swings at you with his short sword.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jesus.
I
He-
can save him.
He pulls out his short sword and stabs you right in the stomach with it. It goes clean through your stomach to the other side, and you are completely impaled upon his short sword. He loses his grip on it, and you fall to the ground. You are 2 points away from being 100% dead.
Wait,
And
he's not
Sir
100%
Pierre,
dead?
you better do something.
I know, I'm gonna do something.
and so you are like just bleeding and dying, like coughing up blood. Like this is Krillin getting impaled on Frieza's horn level of impalement here.
Dang.
Krillin, stop! You're making him stronger.
Do not let the kobold die.
I can't believe these skeletons are hitting so hard.
Well, they are in a crypt, so I imagine they're a bit stronger.
No, these are base level skeletons. I set these guys up as just like minions so the first level players could mess them up.
He's alive.
Luckily, because it's 5th edition, you get all 9 of those hit points. So the -8 doesn't actually, like, count. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I'm gonna have my bonus action be a hammer in his face. Can I just roll a d20, or do you want me to cast the spell again?
Cast the spell again because it has the attack and the damage and everything.
Okay. Dang, what the crap?
I
This is why I
don't
never
know if
used this
that
spell.
hits. I don't know if that hits or not. And yeah, like, are you just rolling that bad, or does it not have the proper bonus, or what's going on? Yeah, no, their armor class is
think
13. Let
I
me take a
don't
look at the
know.
math here and see what's
Yeah, it
going
has a
on.
+4. It has a +4. That's
Y-
what it should be.
Yeah. Yeah, you just suck
So
at
yeah, I'm
rolling.
just rolling bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe don't
Well, I
suck at
rolled good
rolling
on
so
his
bad.
surviving. I rolled good on his surviving. Wait,
Finally, yeah.
can I use my movement to like kick him out of the way so that he doesn't have to take a damage so that he doesn't have to disengage and run away on his next turn, you know what I'm saying?
No, but as part of healing him, I'll allow you to grab hold of him and you can drag him out of there. Forced movement doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can
Force
see
movement
though,
doesn't
like
do it. I'll take the
I
attack
see-
of opportunity if there is one, but if there's not, then yeah, I just want him to be behind me.
Yeah, so you
check-
could. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say as a heads up, you can see like so basically he gets impaled, he drops down, he's bleeding out. You go up and you cast your spell and revive him.
I
And
touch his face to cast
you-
my spell.
You see him like eyes bloodshot, just like rage, and he's like he's ready to go, like not move out of the way, go like fuck this skeleton up.
I still put him behind me. Just so he has the option, just so he has the option.
Yeah, and you don't have to roll for that or nothing. Like, you're strong enough to just do it. So,
Awesome.
normally he would get an attack of opportunity. However, as you heal him, you pull the short sword out of him and set,
He doesn't have something to attack him with anyway.
exactly.
I
So
still have the short sword.
yeah, so you're holding on to the short sword now, and well, no, you had to drop it in order to pull Gehato out of the way because you still have your shield on. So the short sword's just lying on the ground, but the skeleton can't pick it up, so you're good.
Fair enough. I'll step on it or something next turn.
What was that for, Callan?
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to do a macro,
Oh,
so
okay.
I was testing it.
I-
I'm sorry.
I'll be making macros for your guys as soon as I get an opportunity. I've had some health scares in the recent weeks that have kept me from getting everything done that I wanted to get done. But when it comes down to setting up your character, like you will have full macros, it'll be sweet.
Oh, awesome.
Indeed.
But now it's Mr. Skelly Boy's turn.
Oh my god, I am just never gonna hit you.
Is that at me?
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
I'm just glad I'm soaking up all the damage.
well,
That's what I'm hoping for.
Gehato's on the ground and small, and you're this huge armored figure. Like, you draw a lot of attention.
Right. I'm hoping for that. That's my main goal.
All right, so I'm gonna do a bonus action first. That skeleton he's gonna be hexed.
That skeleton is dead. Oh, you're going to aim at the other one? Well, you got to be able to see him. So you got to move up to where you can see him because, like, your line of sight should be blocked right now to him.
Would that be all right there then?
Yes.
Cool. So I'm gonna aim for that one. So he's hexed, so he's gonna take an extra D6 of
Yes.
damage.
Yes.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Oh, do you not have
So-
your spell set up? Hold on.
No, I don't. I wasn't sure how to do that. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. It's my fault for not being available to help you with the character creation, but I wasn't expecting new players right away tonight. So here, let me get your Eldritch Blast set up for you. Oh, I see you pretty much had everything set up. You just didn't have the boxes clicked above there. So each of the boxes that you need for it, like the attack roll, the damage, info block, and description on all of them, you just click those boxes and then you click cast spell. Blickety blam. But now you got to do it. Cause
Okay, gotcha.
oh, wait, something's wrong.
15 damage. That's awesome.
No, it's only supposed to be 1d10, so I don't know where the extra +5 is coming from.
Well, actually, he rolled an 8, and then it was a +7.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, I got it. Okay. All right, now click on Eldritch Blast. All right. Good news is you hit him. Bad news is you only did 1 force damage. Good news
Well, he
is
gets
Plus
an extra
by
D6.
hex.
Yep, good news is you get an extra 1d6.
Awesome.
So there, just roll 1d6.
That was
Sorry,
different.
gotcha.
All right.
Oh, nice.
So 7 damage. As your eldritch blast of crackling energy strikes the skeleton, you can smell the burning rags of the remnants of his armor and clothing smoking and charring, and some of the bones kind of crackle and pop as well. And then is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, time to do some serious damage. Also, I'm going to target the one that's damaged with
With?
Ray of Frost.
Okay, so just that you're aware, Callan is blocking your line of sight, so it would get +2 to its armor class as you have to like aim around him.
So I would have to move somewhere else if I want to hit it.
If you want to hit it without, yeah.
You can use 10 movement to go through them.
Yep, you can step right to the other side of him here, or you can move up here and attack the other skeleton.
Attack right. I'll stand right here with the move.
Okay. As your icy cold ray of frost streaks.
Remember, it's bowling themed.
Oh, that's right. It's not a ray. As a small ball of ice is thrown from your hand, it leaves a trail that makes it appear as though a ray, like a laser beam, has been shot out of your hand. Even though you threw a small ball, the after trail just makes it appear as though a ray shot out, and it kind of hits the skeleton and bursts into fine frost vapor, like breathing on a cold morning, and the ice spreads over the skeleton, dealing 5 cold damage and breaking off one of the skeleton's arms.
Hey, spare. Also, still notice the glitch with the name.
Yep, I tried to fix that. It's not being fixed, so I'm going to go in and try it another way.
So, beneath the legs of Sir Pierre crawls the ever angry Gato.
Yeah. Yeah, you said you were enraged last time, so now I imagine your character is rushing in almost heedlessly with anger at this skeleton.
Very much so. So angry that because he has a friendly within 5 foot of the thing he's attacking, he gets pack tactics,
Yes, he does.
aka. Now, if I can just find my damn weapon.
Nice.
As you swing your quarterstaff with great anger and much violence, you shatter the still partially frozen rib cage, causing the entire body of the skeleton to fall apart.
All right. Now, how much movement would you have said that would have taken to me climb under his legs to the guy right?
10. but it also costs you half of your movement to stand up, so you have like 5 feet
5
left.
feet.
Okay, so I mean he's gonna go forward.
That's 2.5.
Oh yeah,
You can go one
that's right.
more square.
That's 5.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm pretty sure that that should be it because it would have cost you half to stand up, another 10. So yeah, 5 feet. And then is that your turn?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Awesome. It's my turn? Awesome. I'm gonna go up to this thing. I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up, pal? And then,
The skeleton's so old that it replies, "Wazza!"
Waza! I want to try to like grapple this thing, but I want it in a specific hold. Like I want
It
to put it
speaks the
over my
ancient
shoulders.
dialect.
I want to put it over my shoulders, grab its throat, and grab its legs. One of its legs. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't have a throat.
Well, I mean, I'm at its neck thing.
The spinal cord.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to grab it by the spinal
I want
cord.
to put it in like the neck part of the spinal cord, and then one of its legs, and then put it over my shoulders
Yeah,
with its
fireman's
back
carry.
across my shoulders.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
fireman's
saying?
carry. Yeah, I know what you're going for. So
Kinda, yeah.
you
But like I want it to be the opposite way, so it's like uncomfortable.
yeah.
It's like a
Yeah, like an old WWF maneuver. I get it.
yeah.
So it's still the same grapple. So go ahead and roll for
Awesome.
your athletics.
And the whole time Gahato is behind us like, yeah!
Oh
Nice.
no! So you grab the skeleton. Now, in order to put it into that move, that would be another athletics check, but this time just against its armor class.
Okay.
Yeah, you easily put it in that.
25. Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
I
And
think
then
it was
the hammer of
I
the
think it was
forge
Lex
will
Luger.
smash him in the head.
It was Lex Luger who did that move all the time, I think.
Ooh, yeah, I think so.
Somebody would always put them across his back like that and like bend them.
Yeah, it breaks their back. I want the spiritual weapon to hit it in its stupid rib cage.
It hits it right in its dumbass rib cage.
Yeah. Break some ribs.
Oh, of course. It cracks the breastplate, breaks out like 6 ribs. It's messed up.
Nice. And then yeah, that's the end of my turn. Wait, can I use my movement to try to hurt it now that it's on my back?
No, you can't do damage with your
Fair
movement,
enough.
but you can just walk around with it now.
Yeah, I'll walk around over here, be like, hit it. It's on my back.
All right, the skeleton tries to get free, I guess.
So I gotta roll athletics.
Yeah. Yeah. The skeleton reverses and gets down, and now he's hulking up. He's giving the crowd the whole hand gesture and putting it to his ear, you know.
But his arm just falls up as he does this.
Yeah. No, totally. As he slams his hand to the side of his ear hole, one of his wrists breaks off, and so now he doesn't have a full hand.
That's awesome.
All
You're
right.
welcome for the creative imagery.
Gotta
We'll
have
go
a
right
little
there.
fun, you know. Okay, now that's a sarcophagus that you're trying to move over there. I let Ovrov squeeze in there, but if you're trying to go over the sarcophagus, you either have to take an extra rough terrain penalty for each of the 2 squares, so it would be 20 feet total to move past it, or you have to make a athletics or acrobatics check to kind of like horse pommel it.
Well, I'll take the movement. That's fine. I just wanted to get around him so I could cast a spell.
Yeah, no problem. Just wanted to let you know that it'll cost you the extra movement to move past it.
No, that sounds good. And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the skeleton on his back.
It's off his back now, but yeah. He's still trying to hype up the crowd. Your Eldritch Blast unfortunately passes right through his missing ribs. So it like struck him but didn't strike him.
I'm like,
Fair
oh,
enough.
that's totally my bad. That's totally my bad.
How about this, you dumb skeleton? Orville says it. Rolls up another icy ball of frost.
Unfortunately, as you toss your ball at the skeleton, it kind of slips out of your fingers a little too late and it just flies up into the ceiling and strikes the ceiling.
Ugh, Scudder.
Wait, you carried it down here to us?
Yeah. This skeleton was made for you.
You brought me.
In the real world, that is literally true.
You've brought me a sacrifice.
and now one of his arms is gone. Well, his wristy thing.
Yeah, just the hand, but still.
Wow, that was a great advantage.
That, oh man.
You
You got
just
a
miss.
2.
You literally just miss as you swing. Your staff strikes the skeleton, but he holds up his broken hand arm and you just kind of hit his forearm bones, and even though you break one of them, it doesn't do any more damage to the skeleton than, you know, normal.
I'm gonna headbutt his fucking crotch.
As you enraged throw your head into the skeleton, you shatter its pelvis, causing it to fall to the ground, and now it's just like a head and one arm like kind of scratching at you, but it's like not a threat anymore.
I imagine it goes, ooh.
I punched the head.
Would someone like some bone broth? I could make a very good stew with some of these bones, and I start collecting them.
But
Except for the
as
head,
a
'cause
as
I
a
punched it.
as a kobold, you might be into humanoid stew, but most of the other humanoids are gonna probably balk at that.
I say, yo, wait, you eat that?
Trust me, I flavor
Dude,
finest.
I mean, I'm a rebel,
I mean,
but there's certain limits.
I
You
don't
gotta
know what
know where
food
they're
is
from.
to be honest, but I don't know if that's the right thing.
What? No, no. Look, and then I start like sucking on the marrow.
Oh God.
I'm like, okay, you've convinced me. That is food. Let's go.
Yeah. Just
I
about
imagine Sir Pierre would be a little more comfortable with that since like eating anything to him seems weird. You know, even just
Right.
even just plants and all of that, but like meat eating and all of that has always been like weird to Sir Pierre, but like he's come to understand that that's what humanoids do, or I should say animals really. And so when Gehato is sucking on the marrow and everything, Sir Pierre's just like, yeah, I guess it is edible food then. But still, Ovrov and Callan, I don't know where you want your character to stand on this, but you know, as a humanoid, probably not so much into cannibalism.
I imagine Callan is a bit not as uncomfortable as Orvro because he's a
well,
I'm not gonna impose my judgment on other people. You do you, man.
yeah, okay. So that's a rather nonchalant attitude towards cannibalism, but yeah.
You do you. That's pretty much what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, I guess that is food. Like, you convinced me.
Yep.
and Orvov is just the only one here is just making a disgusted face. Like, ugh.
Do not
Oh.
worry.
So anyway,
I have
who's gonna
many
help me grave rob?
Yep, what's that? You have what?
many bones of many animals. The broth will be very fun.
I'm fine
Nice.
with other animals, but with humanoids.
Wait, do I still have the mule? I mean, I didn't take it here, but do I still have it? Like
Yes.
at my shop?
Yes.
I'm excited about it. Oh, anyway, yeah, let's grave rob.
All right. So you know what to do. Roll for investigation.
I'm assisting in the investigation.
Nice.
All right,
I should
let's do
assi-
some tomb.
Wait, let me assist you. Let me assist you. You know what I'm saying? My investigation is -1.
Yeah, I'll do it with my investigation is 15. So it's
Oh, nice. So yeah, I'll assist you and you'll get advantage. And then the new players could also roll if you'd like.
And again, they could team up, and one can give the other advantage.
Oh well, can you give advantage even if you don't have it as your proficiency?
Yeah, you're just helping.
Okay. Okay. Well, Gahato would only want to give advantage to Sir Pierre.
Well, I have a -1.
So Gahato literally looks like a fucking puppy dog right now at your feet.
I put him on my shoulder.
Like he's like, thank you so much.
I put him on my shoulder and I'm like, yeah, bro. Just try to stay behind me next time. You got it, man.
I'm used to fighting with people my own size.
Right. But yeah. Here, try to punch me.
People is in quotes.
Right.
So Callan,
you also fought with orcs.
You're looking through the
Exactly.
sarcophagi, and you can only find rags and bones that have like rotted away to the point where they're no longer skeletons. Ovrov, as you're searching through the sarcophagi, you find mostly the same rotting bones and rags, and one complete short bow with a quiver full of ancient arrows with weird black tips.
Hello. Say,
Oh my
anyone
gosh, can I have one of
proficient
those
with a
to like
crossbow?
can I have like one of those arrows to like reverse manufacture? Like maybe it's like a cool ass design?
Sure. Maybe
Awesome.
it's even magic. Hell if I know, but
Wait, it
still.
might be magic? I take the next 10 minutes to try to identify it.
All right. As you are casting your ritual of identify, you identify that these are pseudo magical arrows. They are not magic in the sense of like actual enchantment, but the black steel that the arrowhead is made out of has like a resonant magical property to it that makes all of the arrowheads fired um how to say this the right way, because it's not poison, but it's like lethal to any humanoid. So Gahato, even
It's
though
toxic.
yeah, toxic is a good word. Gahato, even though you're technically a humanoid as a kobold, in my world, I rule that like kobolds, goblins, orcs, and all that, they don't count as like humanoid. They're goblinoid, or in the kobold case, draconic is basically the line that they come down off of, the same as lizard folks and stuff like that. So the humanoids are like humans, dwarves, elves, tieflings count as humanoids. You know, all of those races are the humanoids. Minotaurs are not humanoids, orcs are not humanoids, etc.
Half orcs gotta be humanoids.
Half orcs are half humanoids.
Fair enough.
So the
So
arrowheads, like
so wait, hold person
lead.
wouldn't work on a half orc?
It would work on a half orc.
Okay.
And what's that? The arrowhead what?
So it's like lead, like gives a lead.
Yeah, it looks like lead. Yes, exactly. And it kind of works like lead except for quicker.
I'm like, that's super cool. Like, I don't have a bow. I guess there's no way to reverse engineer them because, like, the magical thing is on the tip of it. So, like, who has a bow or something?
Can I see one?
Yeah.
So I'll
There's
take
eight
How many are
there's
there?
8 of them, so if Sir Pierre has one and I'm sorry, who was that? Was that Callan?
No, that was
That was
Gavin.
Gahato? Okay. So now Gahato has one, so Avrov has 6 left in the quiver.
So I just want to take it and I take a piece of parchment out. Can I write with it?
No, it's an arrow tip head, so it just rips the paper.
So it's not like lead. He's been looking for a pencil for fucking ever to write his recipe.
Might I suggest think? We have plenty of that back at the castle.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I could probably make you pencils.
That's
Like, I just have to find the stuff and then
that'd be
put it
great.
together.
Also,
Well, actually, I don't know how to make pencils now that I think about it. Like me as a person, like Devin does not know how to make pencils. Like,
I think
like-
it's just
I
lead.
don't think pencils have been invented yet.
But
no, I'm
can,
talking about me as in like a person, not the Warforged guy. I'm talking about me. I don't know what a pencil is. Like, I
can
mean, like how to make it.
can
Like, you know what I mean?
can you make some pen is mightier though?
I just need to be able to erase it because I mess up so much and I have new recipes that I want to remake. So I don't want to ink it and be stuck with it because then you're just gonna eat whatever that shitty recipe.
Yes, but there's a difference between inventing a pencil and inventing an eraser. An eraser is a special kind of rubber.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay.
Also, just for the record, a pencil is nothing more than a wooden shaft with a little bit of soft lead fed through the center of it.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, but like, how do they do that?
They drill it out, I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, they compress the wood resin around the carbon
Oh,
lead shaft. So they probably do it that way. They probably have a
they
lead
probably have
shaft.
like too much wood, and then they like squish it down to as much
Yeah,
wood as they
yeah,
need.
because I used to work at a
Okay.
factory where they would take wood powder and resin and form it into toilet seats. And so yeah, it's just heat and pressure, and you just press it down and it turns into like wood again, kind of.
That's crazy. But anyway,
I hand
yeah,
Arrow
like
back.
we could probably find you a pencil at some point. It's probably gonna be like a whole ass adventure, but but
The
yeah,
adventure.
so
Okay,
Yeah.
the adventure of
that's
the
fine.
pencil.
I'll hand the arrow tip back, and then I want to jump in that sarcophagus of the one that the person said, "Oh, there's just fucking rotted meat and shit in here." So I'm just gonna put a little bit in my pack, and then
Gross.
I'm ready.
I'm
It
like, bro, I'm pretty sure that's not food.
it's
Wait, hold
just
on. I
a
wanna
it's
do-
just a bone that has deteriorated.
Oh, I thought you said there was some meat on there.
No meat. Just
okay.
just rotting bones.
And I would want to do it stealthily, because I'm assuming I could jump in this sarcophagus and like rummage around and then jump out and like,
Yeah.
because I saw the people kind of giving dirty looks. And I'm like, let me.
You can even roll investigation.
Let me
just
roll
for bones.
investigate.
Well, Avrov,
What?
I mean, he's just looking for bones.
11 again.
yeah, you already investigated. There's nothing left to investigate. So Gahato, as you're rummaging around, you don't find anything in particular, but you do somehow manage to wake up the skull enough to where it starts to bite at you, and you have to roll a dexterity save to get your tail out of the way from getting bit.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll this. If I get a matching, like, what do I have to get to roll and then put that bitch in my bag?
Oh, I got you. So first dexterity save to avoid getting bit. All right, so you get bit. So now the skull is. You guys hear Gahato. Well, I'm not gonna make your character do this, but if you're willing to, you would kind of yelp in pain a little bit, and then they would turn and see as you're flailing your tail around trying to get this skull off, and they just see a skull biting down on your tail as you're like whipping it around.
Yeah, oh yeah, he does that and runs straight to Sir Pierre.
I punched the skull.
All right, so you just roll. It's a difficulty class. It's an armor class 10. So just roll
Oh,
your
I'm actually
unarmed
punching.
strike. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't feel so bad with my shitty rolls right now.
Wow.
Right? Unfortunately, as you go to swing at the skull, you just
I
are
punched
too.
him right in the face.
No, you're too worried about punching Gahato, so you miss completely and slam your fist hard into the sarcophagus and break out the false bottom, and below like what seems to be a pedestal is actually like a miniature vault that held this guy's possessions.
Holy shit. I start breaking out the bottoms of all the fucking sarcophagus.
Yeah. So not all of them hold like treasure. Some of them just hold like possessions that were valuable to the person personally. Like certain clothes that have rotted away,
Right.
paintings that have faded or, rotted
A
away.
dagger.
Yeah, like,
Some little
yeah,
dagger here and there.
yeah, just, like stuff that meant something to them but isn't necessarily worth anything. Walking sticks and, blah, 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 blah. But
Yeah.
in total, you guys find 100 gold pieces worth of coin and a small stick that is obviously some kind of magical wand.
Oh, I guess I'll try to ritualistically get that too.
All right. As you identify,
Orvov sort of takes notice and tries to identify the wand.
No, that's what I'm doing.
He's just doing it without having to spin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing it with a ritual.
yeah, so he's doing identify. So, as you ritualistically cast identify and take more time, you are interrupted.
Oh,
The fuck are you guys doing in my crypt? I'm gonna fuck you guys up.
I'm like, yo, I didn't even.
Who was
What?
watching?
No one was watching. We were all just chilling at the fucking sarcophagus.
In his defense, you did bust up a bunch.
Oh shit!
Right? I just
Here
fucking
comes the-
punched a bunch of them.
Here comes the undead cop.
Can I bonus action right now and cast move my hex on to the champion?
Well, we have to roll for initiative first.
Cool.
He's like, I got like 4 skeletons with me, plus I'm like the fucking boss around here, so like, fuck you guys.
Is that what he actually
Yo.
says?
Yo,
I
calm
mean,
down.
I'm paraphrasing here, but yeah.
I'm paraphrasing here. Oh, that's hilarious.
I am tired of rolling high. My guy actually needs to roll for initiative, that is.
Yeah.
One.
Because of pack tactics, I need someone to go in first. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do, though.
Sorry, it just takes me a second to get everything up and running.
Okay. So, I'm going to move forward to begin with, because I'm assuming I can't see all of that.
Right.
Okay, so when I get there, so there's one big baddie and then 2 skeletons, at least from, or well, can I see that one over in the corner?
You can see what you can see.
Oh, okay, cool. So that is how it works. Okay, cool. So, how do I saw someone do a ruler thing. How do I do?
Oh, the ruler is on the side. It's the circle with the little like comb sticking out of it like an upside down Q.
Okay, cool. So, I have Grovel Cower Bag. Once per short rest, as an action, I can cower to distract foes. To the end of turn, allies gain advantage on attacks against enemies within 10 foot that can see me. So I'm assuming it would just be these 3 that are right there. The guy off, I'm assuming he's a little,
Yeah.
yeah, quite a bit more. So yeah, so basically, I jump off of Sir Pierre and I run over here and I just kind of like start carrying, like, not again, not again.
Yeah, essentially you prostrate yourself and grab onto the skeletal champion's leg and you're just like, "Please no." And you're just making such a scene that the skeletal champion doesn't know how to react.
Yeah,
He's
and
like,
now will that?
he's like, why is this gnat on my leg?
What does that give us?
So that gives advantage to anything that's within 10 feet of me. I think it's only for the next.
Yeah, just this next round.
Oh yeah,
And
until the end of
Yeah, but
my
what does it do? It
next-
gives
Advantage.
everything against.
allies
It
gain
gives us
advantage
advantage
on
against
a,
them.
yeah, allies gain advantage on attacks
Oh, okay.
against enemies.
That's
So
awesome.
everyone is going to get attack advantages on those 3 guys until the end of my next turn. Well, this turn. Sorry, and that's it.
That's your turn? Okay.
All right, so I'm going to cast Hex on the champion, with strength being the thing he gets disadvantage on.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna grapple that son of a bitch.
And so, will I get advantage on casting Eldritch Splash on as well?
Yeah.
So how do I do it with advantage on here? Do I
It'll
just
it'll
hit cast
prompt
spell?
it'll prompt, yeah, just hit cast spell and it'll prompt you for advantage or disadvantage.
That's weird. It didn't do that one.
Oh, it
Oh
didn't?
well,
Oh,
no. But I
okay.
assume that worked anyways.
It worked
19.
anyways. Yes. So,
Cool. And then I'm gonna do Hex to add to that damage.
yep. All right.
Nice, dude.
So now the skeletal
He's
champion gets a
almost
roll.
dead.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I put the greater than symbol in wrong, but that is a success. Your spell hits the skeletal champion, but seems to have done far less damage than you would have expected.
Ooh.
The skeletal champion kicks Gehato off of his leg and swings down on him with his glaive, but he has, or no, with his bastard sword. The glaive is a different weapon for a different time.
For a different time. Oh fuck.
He slices into you, dealing enough damage to where it would normally knock you unconscious, but since it only reduced you to 0, I'm going to rule that you're conscious but unable to stand up and fight currently. Now remember, that's a stair and a 5-foot drop to get down to where Gehato is.
Yeah. Is my I don't think it is. I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know what I should do because I want to do Turn the Unholy. I feel like that's the best thing for this. I'm gonna do it. Or should I do Spiritual Guardians? Because that would also do almost the same thing.
Yeah, I think Spiritual
Ooh.
Guardians is going to be your best bet because, like, you can choke off this choke point with
Right.
damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do Spiritual Guardians. I so hope they fail right now. It's gonna be 20 radiant damage against skeletons. Fail, fail, fail. Oh heck yeah.
I see a 7 and a 5.
Yep. My DC is 14.
Yeah, they fail.
Yes, dude.
I hadn't scrolled down to see what I rolled yet, but then I heard you say yes. I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound like it was good for me.
uh,
All right. Once again, his armor seems to flash with a magical aura that is protecting him from your spell.
Okay, I'm gonna
Guardian
get
sort of
in
just-
front of Jahado. You know what I'm saying? Or like put him like slightly behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like kick him out of the way if I have to.
Roll a dexterity save to avoid stepping on him.
Oh, that's well. Good thing I have that resilient thing, so I can have a good dex save.
You could have just ran down the stairs and over to him.
Boom! Awesome dex save.
All right. So you do not step on Gahato, and you are down there by him.
Awesome. I want him to like get behind me or something. I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
want to actually be over him. I got you. All right. There you go.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
I imagine the other skeletons are done.
2 of them died, yes.
Well, isn't that one now within 15 feet of me when my turn ended? It still counts when my turn's up.
What? You can't just like move with that in the turn and get a whole bunch of people.
Well, it would work like that if they were chasing me. Like we had this discussion, remember?
No, I agree with you that if you move and then something moves into that square, that like it would be, but like it seems like you could game the
That's fair
system
enough.
if you cast it at the beginning of your turn and then move down a line, like that. I don't know. It seems like
Yeah.
there's too much room for abuse there,
Yeah, I thought that it worked as long as it wasn't I didn't get them twice. Like I couldn't move and then move back.
No,
But like
no,
if
no,
you
yeah,
say
you
it's
can't,
like
you
that,
can't,
then
you
yeah.
can't, you can't get them twice. But I'm just saying, like, if I have a whole room full of things and you can just run a lap around the room and hit all of them,
Yeah,
that's
but at the same time, if they're all in there, I'm gonna be taking opportunity attacks, you know what I'm saying?
not if you stay,
not
not
just
if you stay 10 feet away.
Right. Well, it's okay. That guy doesn't have to get murdered.
I'm going to like take a deeper look into exactly how this spell works now that we're having this discussion again, because at first I agreed with you that if you move from one square to another, the 15 feet surrounds you at that end point, and if somebody moves within 15 feet of you, that they take the damage. I agree with you on that. But now that I'm
Yeah.
thinking about, like, you could just run a lap 10 feet away from everything in a room and hit everything in a room with that seems way too powerful.
Yeah, yeah. I think it is, but at the same time, that's like the only really good cleric war spell. You know what I'm saying?
I do. But, like, don't pick sucky clerics. No, I'm just kidding. Clerics are the best.
For real, clerics are bomb.
They just don't have the best attack spells, but they don't need them.
They don't need them because they're just bomb.
Avram
Okay,
finally gets a turn, but remember, you're up on that 5-foot platform as well. You'd have to go down the stairs or jump down.
Okay, can I identify how can I identify the armor that the skeleton lord is wearing?
You'd have to touch it and use your action.
Yeah, and also, you're probably better off just rolling knowledge arcana to get a general idea of what's going on than actually trying to do that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so with your knowledge of arcane powers and everything, you understand that when his armor flashed, it was basically absorbing some of the damage from the spell.
hello. And damage absorbing armor. Clever. But it won't help from my
Oh wait, those
killer
two
roll.
skeletons. Oh, keep going. Sorry.
It won't save him from my killer roll. And that's going to be
Dang.
21
21
thunder damage.
Or 22.
It's a
All right, but once again, his armor comes into play.
yes.
Is it a 50-50 chance?
No, it's a 75% chance.
Oh, dang. Oh, but those two new skeletons that entered my space when
Oh,
on their
yep,
turn,
yep.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be that guy.
No,
about this one.
I forgot. All good.
But does the thundering boom do some damage?
It does do some damage, and the skeleton looks quite hurt.
Yo! How's that for? How you like that, you dumb?
It's totally headcanon that his character just talks like that.
Again.
Like in middle of his conversation, he just stops talking.
Yes.
He's just like, I'm gonna fuck you. Wait, did you just say you're gonna fuck him? No, I'm gonna fuck him.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I accidentally
Wait, no,
hit.
they're not just dead. I have to re-roll damage.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I'm not trying to mess you over with it. It's just that the variable damage isn't working for me. It's saying you're tempted to use a roll command.
Yeah, you have to select your token and then click it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're dead.
Sorry.
It's fine. I prefer that we get it right, you know. All right, Gahato,
Right.
you have watched as small, almost translucent little like robotic workers jumped up and started beating the skeletons down with hammers, and now only the
They're more
skeletal
like a
champion
living-
remains.
Oh wait, but I thought I went to 0.
Yeah, but he said
You're-
you're still.
You're
walking.
still conscious.
So I'm conscious. And
Yeah.
You've taken so much healing today. Like you're conscious.
You're not able to move or do anything, but yeah, you're able to talk, you're able to like you're alive, you're not dying, and you're just, you know, disabled basically.
Gotcha. So then, I mean, for my turn, I'm just gonna look at the eyes of the skeletal champion and say, "Oh, I can't wait to taste your bones."
Yikes.
Did you say bones and the S just didn't come through clearly? Because otherwise that
Thank you,
sounded
bones.
really wrong.
No, he
Sorry
said
if
bones. I heard
keep
I heard
releasing
plural.
the Q button at the wrong moment.
I heard
Yeah,
plural.
no.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
did hear
suck on-
plural? Okay, I heard singular, so it sounded way worse.
Yeah.
The Cahote was down to bone.
I'm gonna headbutt your pelvic area and destroy that, and then I'm gonna suck on your femur.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, don't destroy the armor. That might be important for our armor crafting friend here.
I'm also gonna
Oh,
pee on
goodness.
the
I can't
armor.
use armor. I am armor.
All right, Eldritch Blast again. Poop.
Unfortunately, as you go to release your Eldritch Blast, you completely like overexerted yourself and you stretch your hand out and the blast goes to the side and just strikes the wall, knocking out a chunk of the stone. Oh man, I am gonna mess you up so bad right now.
Watch out, he's gonna fuck you.
The skeleton champion just like
I'm the one that doesn't
you
get
fill their sully molly holes, destroy my underlings, and insults me right in front of my face. I shall cut you in twain.
That's not in twain, but he cut me.
Way to be on the GM side, man. God.
What? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Your monologue
Me.
powered up the bastard sword.
It did power it up, but that didn't hit. So I took 5.
Yeah. Even if he had hit with both of them, it was still like not gonna be enough. And then he is going to die.
On his turn, he has to make that wisdom save.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You can actually just make him do his armor thing first, because it doesn't really do much with his armor, you know. Yeah, does it make a difference if I roll damage or not?
Yeah. He
Oh.
he takes 25% of the damage. Even when it activates, it only absorbs some of the damage, not all of it.
I'm glad for that.
It's still badass armor.
Imagine the
Dang.
mages could make good use for it.
Yeah, they'd probably take it from us if we brought it back. That's fair.
Is that your turn?
Oh, my bad. That was his turn. My turn is now starting. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So I'm gonna. What's his health at?
You can see the bar.
My guy's in the way. Okay. Here.
Oh, here.
I'm gonna move him back for a second. Okay, I see. Oh, he's low. So, yeah. Yeah. I wanna go ahead and try to grapple this fool. I'm gonna put him on my back like the last one.
It is disadvantage on strength checks.
He does. Thank you for the reminder, though.
20. Not natural. It's +6. 14 plus 6.
You said he has advantage, right? No.
Disadvantage.
Even if he did, it wouldn't be enough. So you grab
For
him.
real. So yeah, and then I do it again to try to put him on my back like the last one.
All right, so now you do another athletics, but this one's just against his armor class.
Dang it.
Unfortunately,
But he's
although
still
you have a
grappled, right?
hold of him, yeah, you have a hold of him, but you're not able to lift him up.
Okay. I guess I'll just move away from my buddies because he goes with me. So he's still on the same side as me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, and then that's my turn. There we go.
Who boy, this guy is just taking it in.
He's
Did
a
he just say-
hard pin to knock down.
Oh Lord, I'm bleeding out to death. Not because of him stabbing me, but because of these puns.
Lord. I wonder if I
I'm
can
dying.
blow the armor off of him.
Wait, did you just say something about blowing
What?
his taint?
Like blow the armor off of him?
Wait, you keep cutting out after blow him.
What? What do you mean?
What?
I'm seriously don't get why you think I'm cutting off.
It was a joke.
It was a joke. It's gonna make really good for the show. You'll
I do have the cantrip gust. Maybe I could blow the armor off of him?
Oh, literally?
Yes.
that'd be cool.
It's a cantrip. I don't know if it'd take off armor that he strapped down.
You might want to ask for his consent to take his clothes off.
If I should just do the just do Ray of Frost.
As you launch your ball of frost, once again leaving the tracer trail, it strikes the skeletal champion. His armor once again lights up, and he takes 1 damage. Because half of 6 is 3, and half of 3 is 1.
I'm just saying it's.
Oh no, you
totally...
don't have death saves. I ruled that since he only brought you to 0, normally you would need to make death saves, but you've just been like disabled. You're not dying per se.
I'm just saying it's 2 rounds that he's on the ground. Like he's got to be bleeding a little bit.
He's
out,
bleeding.
Right?
He's bleeding.
So he might not die in the normal 3
But
rolls.
yeah, maybe you pass out. Yeah.
Yeah. That's literally what I'm doing at this point. If
Gotcha.
I roll one more time without a 20, I'm just gonna say he passes out and he pees a little.
Yeah. No, I'm good with that. Just making sure that you're aware that I wasn't going to put you at risk of dying because it already was twice that you were knocked into dying, and this one just knocked you like to 0. So we're gonna be a little soft with the rules. I don't normally go too soft with it, but with the battle still raging, I don't want you to die while Sir Pierre's fighting the skeletal champion.
Word.
All right. Gonna blast him again.
Oh, disadvantage because he's in melee. I forgot about that for Avrov too. Avrov, you should roll a d20 real quick just to make sure that you still hit. It's only 1 damage, but still.
Because who's in melee?
The skeletal champion, you have a hold of him.
Oh.
So just roll your Eldritch Blast again, and Avrov, you can actually just roll Ray of Frost again if you want to.
I rolled 17 on both, but
Oh,
it was 1 damage, and then +2 for the hex, so it's 3 damage total.
gotcha.
So if an enemy is in melee with someone else and you do a magic attack against them, you are at dis.
Any ranged attack, except Magic Missile,
Oh,
which doesn't have an attack roll.
oh wow! I thought it was that if like I'm trying to attack range and someone's in my face melee, then I'm at disadvantage because they're up my.
No, that too. You're at disadvantage if you try to make a ranged attack well in melee, and you're at disadvantage if you try to make a ranged attack against somebody in melee.
Got you.
Unless it's like two guys that you don't care who you hit. Like, you know, if it's an ally though, you're actively trying to miss your ally, so it makes it harder to line up your shot. Oh, and you missed, by the way. His armor class is greater than 17. Is that your turn?
Nice.
Yes, yep.
All right, the skeletal champion isn't even going to try to
Wisdom
escape
save.
your grasp. He's just going to hit you with his bastard sword.
Wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, first wisdom. Come on. All right, roll. If you get a 20, he dies.
18, good enough?
Nope. 9, 4. He has one
Well, it
hit
might be
point.
if his armor fails.
Oh, I forgot. I have to roll for his armor. It's not automatic, is it? All right. So he has one hit point left, and he uses it to curse you and
Curse you.
strike you with his bastard sword.
Are you going to throw the bloody idiot?
Oh, you're so hard to hit. All right, he strikes at you, but because you have a hold of him, he's unable to get a full swing, and even though it hits you, it does no damage.
Boy,
Yeah.
Tin Man, throw him! Throw the bastard on the ground.
It didn't work.
You strike at the skeletal champion, but unfortunately, he brings his sword up in time to deflect your blow.
I'll cast as a bonus action. I'll cast you know what I'm talking about. I think you do.
Can you
Spiritual
drop
weapon?
him as a free action? Can you?
Yeah, I think I could, but I don't want to. I want my spiritual weapon to destroy him real quick.
I was gonna say
Wow.
because it gets advantage to attack him if he's on the ground.
I critted and it's oh my gosh, it's 16 damage.
Which is
That's
4,
awesome.
and 4 takes him to -3. So as your spiritual hammer slams into the skeletal champion's armor, it puts a huge dent that rapidly turns into a black hole that sucks the skeletal champion and everything on him into it, and then kind of is floating in the air there. You can start to feel the gravitational pull. It's not a literal black hole, by the way, but like it is pulling you slightly towards it.
That's hella lame, dude. I wanted to grab his shit. Is it like a portal? Hey, Ovrov, do do Arcana check to see if that's like a portal and we could go through it and survive. So let's see if that's a thing.
I doubt it is, but I'll try.
And while he's doing that, I'll go over to Jihado and I'll cast a level 1 Cure Wounds on him.
All right, so Avrov, you're not quite sure, but you seem to recall reading something about catastrophic magical effects that occur when opposing magics collide. And so, like, it's possible that some kind of backlash is happening from the radiant spiritual weapons crashing into the necrotic skeletal champion's armor. And yeah, you are fully healed.
Quick question. So I've been cursing this whole time. This is the 18 plus stream, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it is-
yeah. I don't stream for kids or anything like that. This is mostly I stream so that other DMs who want to learn how to run a game can see like everything that I'm doing and like, you know, apply some of what I'm doing to their games, hopefully.
Right, cool. I just wanted to make sure that before I told Sir Pierre what he sees, because he comes up to Jihado, which I rolled. Jihado passed the fuck out, peed on himself a little bit, and so you come up, you do your whatever. I guess you say you put your hands on his face, kind of thing, and cure wounds him. And when he wakes up, like he like an adrenaline shot, like hits him. He just jumps up real quick, and he's got a raging little mini boner.
Oh.
Okay, that's an
That's where the
interesting.
extra hit point went.
Yeah.
That one little hit point went straight.
I should have held back. I'm sorry I healed you so much.
It's okay. And now I run over to the skeletal champion and I start pissing all over his fucking boat.
He doesn't have bones. You're just pissing into this hole in space?
Yeah.
Wait,
There's
he
a black
disappeared?
there's a black hole where he used to be, just kind of floating there.
Oh. Yep. Yeah, I just pee in that black hole.
As you do so,
Oh fuck!
it disappears.
Oh
Bye.
shit! Okay, that scared me.
That
Not the
would've been
black
fucked
hole, the
up
pee.
if I got sucked in that bit.
Not the black hole, the pee.
Oh okay.
Okay. So
That's better.
if I throw a bone in there, does it disappear too?
Yep.
Okay, I back up.
Cause I'm scared. Okay,
Yep,
let's go smash holes in all the sarcophagus in this whole place, cause that guy was a dick.
Wait, can we get rid of that black hole? Because if that thing gets bigger and we die, I mean, I've already basically died, but I don't know what the rest of
No, I think that we're just gonna tell the people about it and tell them that there's a really awesome chest plate through the hole. When we get out of here.
Wow, that seems like a great story.
Anyway, so yeah, we smash all these sarcophagus and we check the false bottom.
All right. So roll for investigation as a party, which means that two of you get advantage. So pick two of you and roll at advantage.
I have -1, so not me.
I'm at a 0.
So that leaves the warlock and Ovrov.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh no. I hope the connection's not getting bad.
Not for us.
It's good for me.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's good for me.
He's getting sucked into that
Here,
black hole.
I guess I'll no have you little man, you do it. I forget your guy's name. It's like it's spelled different than it's enunciated. Oh, he's doing it. It's all good.
All right. Avrov, as you are looking through all of the sarcophagi that Sir Pierre is smashing open for you, you find a totality of 1,000 gold pieces worth of coin, another 1,000 gold pieces worth of gems, jewelry, you know, things that are easily sellable, and 4 unique weapons that are masterwork weapons that I am going to let each of you choose what weapon you found.
Ooh.
I
Um,
imagine for mine, it's an arcane glove of sorts, kind of like the kinds bikers and bowlers have.
You
Sort of like
find
this.
you find a leather fingerless glove with metal studs on the knuckles that allows you to make an unarmed strike like a monk. Instead of only dealing 1 damage, it deals 1d4 damage and gives
like me
you
too.
better grip on your bowling balls. It doesn't provide any mechanical effect as far as that goes, but gives you the monk's punching ability. Anyone else
Cool.
know what they want?
I imagine there's an added elemental effect, kind of like the ball.
Give me that damn glove. That's for my people.
No cultural appropriation allowed.
You don't know how to wield that. You just throw balls.
Hey, it's cool looking.
It's actually
Up
really cool looking
and
and
I
does really
found it.
good damage.
Uh,
Oh, you're
but
talking about the glove.
I was hoping that the weapon was going to
I want a
have
net.
some like magical
The
Like
something.
with
1d4 is not bludgeoning damage. The 1d4 comes from whatever elemental damage you are using in your ball.
I
Yeah,
want a net like a gladiator.
Nice.
Sir Pierre finds a net made out of the finest mithril. It has lasted throughout the ages because it was made
It was
by
metal.
it was made by all of the nets like that have like metal in them. Otherwise, they're not much of a net. Uh,
Right.
so you find fine woven mithril links that comprise a net like a gladiator.
Nice. Can I like wrap people up with it? Like just throw it at them?
Yeah, if you throw it at them and succeed um, in beating their armor class, then they have to make a athletics check to escape it.
so
Nice. I can
what would be
grapple
the
2 people
attack
now.
stat for my glove?
Your attack stat would be either your strength or your dexterity. Does anybody else know what they want?
I happen to whip for old Callan.
You find a strange looking leather rod wrapped in a very scale like leather instead of being uh leather like cowhide. It's more like snake skin, but not any kind of snake or anything that you're familiar with. And as you raise it up, suddenly a fiery tendril of flame comes pouring out of it into a whip that ends with a like triple whip coming out of the end.
Nice, nice, nice.
And so it does normal whip damage, but instead of dealing the slashing damage that a whip normally deals, it actually deals your choice of fire or necrotic, but you have to choose now.
I think thematically fire makes sense.
Yeah, well, you can have it be fire, otherwise I was going to change it to black flames if you wanted it to be necrotic.
That's
Ooh.
awesome.
I'll stick with fire. No, that sounds good.
All right, so you have a fiery whip.
Also, what's the magic bonus if there is any?
Nope, no magic bonus.
How do I get
just
rid of the damage bonus on a ranged weapon?
That's under your core stats.
I just put it on my core stats.
Yeah, you'll see a bonus for melee attacks, ranged attacks, damage, spell attacks.
No, no, I'm trying to get net does no damage, or does it?
Oh, the net does no damage. Oh, you just blank out the damage. Just select it and hit.
Oh, I'll just roll it and then be like, whenever damage, we'll just ignore it.
No,
Because I already
no,
blanked out the
you
damage
you hit-
dice, but there's a damage bonus to strength when I have to throw it.
Oh, select none for that under strength. And then Gahato, do you know what you want?
Oh, I gotta press this button. I forget. I've been sitting here talking this whole damn time to myself, apparently.
We all do.
I said, I would like a dice that rolls only 20s, preferably. Otherwise, honestly, I don't know. Like, so, like, I'm
maybe
aware of-
something relating to your little fury, like the fury of your.
He puts his hands over his wiener. What?
No, I didn't. You know what I meant, right?
Yes, I know.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
so because obviously, like as an attacker, like he wants the monsters to be close to him. So originally I was thinking whip, but that's not really gonna help because you need strength, right, to pull them. So and then you have Sir Pierre who has the things to stop with the net. Um, so I would think because he's kind of gonna go a little bit. I think potentially like Shadow Monk, so he's gonna go a little bit stealthy and roguey. So I think being able to throw things really, like something really good to throw, would probably be beneficial.
Darts, shuriken.
Yes, yeah. So I have darts, to start with, but like something along the lines of that, because I think the darts they
How do
roll
you
off my
how do
deck.
how do you feel about shuriken?
I mean,
Not so
I
much
think
with the shuriken. How about
Throwing axes.
or daggers?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it'd probably be like around that, like dagger, darts, because they all do the same damage, right? Mechanically, they're all the same, just they have different.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, 1d4. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, he'd be it'd be interesting to just it'd be darts, but some fancy darts.
Okay. So you find a collection of darts, each made with a different kind of precious metal. So you have, let's say, 5 darts, and one is made of gold, one is made of silver, one is made of the black steel that the arrow tips were made out of, one is made out of mithril, and one is made out of, let's say, platinum. Nope, adamantine.
To stick with the theming.
So adamantine, gold, silver, mithril, and black steel.
All right, and so they're just the normal 4D.
Yes, however, each one has potentially a different effect depending on what you hit with it and all of that. Like, you don't know. But
All
you guys as players already know that the black steel has a toxic effect against humanoids.
Do I count?
right.
As humanoid? Fuck no.
And
You don't
are
even
we-
have a soul.
Okay. That's messed
It
up.
would affect me.
I don't know. I was made by people. I mean, like, people were made by like gods. Like, what's the difference?
I think you just explained the difference. You were made by people. People were made by
Yeah, but
gods.
I was made by something, just like they were made by something. Like, what's the difference,
Yeah, I'm sorry. My vacuum doesn't have a soul either. You fucking toaster.
That's fucked
Like
up.
if
Because
if
my
you're just
name used
like,
to be Wall, and
is
then
he
I
like
came to the thing, and they were like, "No, you need an actual name if you're gonna be a knight."
Sir Wall?
Yeah, they didn't like Sir Wall, so they named me Pierre right then and there.
So are you just like hollow inside?
No,
No.
he's like basically steampunk robotic in a lot of ways.
Okay.
And I'm filled with sap.
But
Like
yes, there is
I'm pretty
there
much tree/stone/metal,
yeah.
But you like
But
release
and
these
then magic.
little mechanical bots that tear shit.
yeah, well they're like ethereal, the god, the forge god that he worships.
Oh, that's why I
Yeah.
couldn't find him when I was looking for him. Because I'm telling you, like he was looking for. He was like, "Where these little motherfucking things go?" I want one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. So Sir
anytime that
Pierre,
shit gets real, they're gonna come out.
he's basically biomechanic in that he is made out of wood and stone and metal, but each of those components makes up like the cogs and gears and lifeblood that flows through him. So he's solid, but also inside is moving parts, kind of like a circulatory system and muscles and all of that.
Yeah, they tried to mimic people with their weird shit they did with me.
Right. But you don't have a soul.
Well,
Hey,
did.
maybe that's my goal in life, to get a fucking soul.
Yeah, to be a real boy.
I'm
Oh,
gonna be a
man.
real boy.
Are we following the yellow
A
brick
true
road?
knight of your order.
Yeah, no, you guys aren't following the yellow brick road just yet, although Gahato would definitely be Toto.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Makes me Dorothy.
yeah. So, yeah, that was pretty much the session there. I think that went well. Nobody died, although we definitely came close. So,
Also,
Yeah, Gahato did.
also DM. I
Go ahead.
imagine in the future my character will level up.
This was your second session with Avrov, so you will level up in between sessions here.
Lovely.
So yeah, you guys, if you have questions for me, please hit me
Speaking of
up on.
which, when do I level up, real quick, before we go?
Let me check your character sheet. I think you were 3 away the last time I looked. Ah, 7. So now you're 6 away. So
Okay.
six more sessions. So yeah, for the new guys, just to let you know, the older players you guys already know. If you have any questions or anything, hit me up throughout the week with Discord. Otherwise, we will be playing Monday at 8. Hopefully, if Sir Pierre is available and all of that. If not, and you guys, the 3 of you want to play, we'll continue on without him. Um, and then otherwise, if not, we'll meet back here Thursday at 8. And
Thanks for playing.
and as always, good gaming.
Hey
That sounds
DM,
awesome.
can we talk